bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system, welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy. Checks it along, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue White on one, Blue White on two. What was that? Blue White! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Pushing in through here aggressively, on the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one, checks it to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. How many can he find? That's 2-1 on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What Lampada? What was that? What is that? What just happened?
Alrighty, and welcome back everybody to, of course, Apollo 1 Phase 1. Are we ready? It's Navi Jr. versus ENCE Academy today, and map 1 went in favor of Navi Jr. pretty handily. Now, on their map pick, we are on Anubis. My name is Edu. I'm joined by NMJ. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling apprehensive. I don't know. I think that Navi Jr., if they bring us any kind of force that they have in these previous matches here on Anubis, especially that one against Permitted the other day, then this could be a quick ordeal. But ENCE Academy seem to know what they're doing here. Bit of aggression into middle, trying to force the issue. Right on the other side of this is Symmetry. But as he takes the shot, can't connect, and he falls...
Here's some real shots. Symmetry will be able to get a bullet in the brain, but it's the dualies in Judah's hands to maybe slow them down, but it's not working. Oh my, it's Frozik to only be able to pull off one, but are we going to see more? Demon, dualies getting one down. Teme is gone, and now it's a 3v2, but these two players are on the retake of their dreams. Bomb is planted, and Pody is getting another one. This is huge for this team of ENCE Academy, really showing up their style, but Demon is not done. Now a 1v2. Pody just keeps it going.
Yeah, that's pretty hefty. Pretty hefty from ENCE Academy. They make that work nicely. Navi Jr. sort of gave them that space on mid, but did have a contingency plan ready as soon as that space was lost for them to retreat into that site and make it work from there. MP9s on 3, pistols on the other 2. Krebeni and Symmetry with those 5.7s that can be very, very powerful.
Let's see this then. You got an SMG push-up. This is what made them win that last round to tie it up, and now this time they're getting punished a little bit, but that spray transfer almost gets it for him. Frozik able to get one in mid, now wanting to keep that aggression. Pody is incredibly low inside of the smoke, but they managed to just sneak right past each other. Oh, Jugas should know. But with this, the bomb is down over by B. There's only 2 players remaining. Decent amount of rifles. Actually, a rifle now in the hands of Symmetry. This changes things. Navi Jr. has everything favoring them outside of life advantage.
Yeah, Pody so low on health, though, that if he's the one to take first contact, there could be some real trouble here. The MP9 working its way around. It's actually too high to fall, but he's the one with full HP.
Oh!
AK will follow up, and Symmetry will connect the double transfer. Absolutely beautiful for Navi Jr. And biting back again. It's exactly what we saw in that first map, the other way around.
That's so beautiful. I mean, honestly, that was a pretty tight game again, but really it came down to the early round spray. They know when to get aggressive, and Navi Jr. now is in a huge lead. Now we're looking at a Tech 9 rush here, NMJ, and I'm kind of worried for it because they're just going to keep holding it down. But this Tech 9 rush towards B, something can be different here.
Oh, it's all very scrappy and a little bit laggy, but Ents Academy somehow get it done with the Tech 9's triple entry. Not a single casualty. Lots of damage taken, but they can brush that right off. With all 5 still rocking.
Yeah, full save, though. Unfortunately, that Tech 9 rush was just a little bit too potent for him. Now they even managed to get 3 rifles in their hands as well. This is a great econ round for them, and I think we are seeing a back-to-forth game, but Jugas now needing to anchor this down. Are they going to get pushed here? We do have Henu. Tech 9 still the only weapon they bring into this. Wanting to maybe go for a hunt here. Should be able to drop down onto Jugas. You do have Pody to get you back, and that flashbang's massive. Brozik down. Oh my god, Henu actually stopping him.
Okay, well, holding on to the single rifle, but, you know, it's not a great outcome here for Navi Jr. That was a round that they definitely were looking to take. Without it, they're in a bit of trouble. 2-1, Ents Academy. Plenty of money to work with. A force buy on the other side, preventing... Saves a little bit of extra cash as the Symmetry. They want that AWP out sooner rather than later. They know that it's an important tool here for the CT side of Anubis, but it does also mean likely giving up the round here. We did see them get it done with a weak buy previously. Can they pull it off again?
Good question.
That comes down to timing.
It really does.
It's just been caught off with it.
I mean, he's got a rifle, and so does Frozik with the FAMAS, but they again want to execute this B site, and that's where Krabeni is actually in a huge advantage here. Even if the flashbang connects, it doesn't. It's a little bit too deep for the smokes, and now it's coming through. When he looks away, gets one. Decent amount of damage, but it's not enough. Demon cooking it right now in the fire. Kind of jiggling peak and still alive. Sentry is going to be able to help him out, but look at this. It keeps it going. They actually managed to maybe win this, but it's just Demon. And they win on the weapon switch, picking up what's on the ground and even gets the bomb plant. Huge round for Ents Academy, but a decent amount of damage dealt by Navi Jr.
Yeah, a little bit close for comfort, and it's always awkward when you take those rounds. I mean, great for Ents Academy. They'll wipe a bit of sweat off their forehead and go, yeah, you know what, it doesn't really matter. We pulled it together, and we know that they're not going to be on the best of buys in the next round anyway. But
I think your mic's muted.
It's certainly a tough one. Mac 10 on Pody. Trying to send it forward. Henu with one as well. Just desperate to open up some space here. But actually a fairly even buy with Krabeni pushing all the way up. He will be spotted. He will be punished. But refrag elsewhere and Symmetry good for the trade. But again, back the other way. So a 3-on-3 and space now open on the B side.
Yeah, the space open now. Let's see what they can do. I like the fact that we're seeing these MP9s being able to shred a few, but it's now MP9s versus rifles. The AK needs to get that distance going, and the spray will come through. Huge onto Demon. That should be allowing them to tap the bomb, baiting Frozik to get a little closer here. Taps it a second time. Frozik is going to get baited out and killed, but Frozik succeeds in doing a decent amount of damage. Now we do see Jugas saving this AK, and if they are able to walk away from this with this gun staying in their hands, well, we can know that it's able to do some damage. But Ents Academy, they're doing all right. They're all the way up to 4 rounds now guaranteed, and Navi Jr., their map pick, starting off on the CT side, not looking too hot here. So a real upset from the way that they've been playing. But as our tech issues have slowly dwindled down, I do want to say shout out to Prod for getting our HUD back online. But shout out to Jugas for getting the kill on a Pody. But M&J, I think what we're looking at now is Navi Jr. kind of taking a back here. Ents Academy is starting off incredibly strong.
They certainly are. They certainly are. This puts them in a good position. Now, obviously, they're on the T side of Anubis, so it is that favoured side. Harvey Jr. do sort of are well aware here that they only really need like 5 and they can call this a good half. They've still got a very good chance of pulling this their way. But yeah, you're right. It's still very, very powerful stuff for Ents Academy, coming in with 4 rounds early on like this. That saved AK could maybe do some damage here, but ultimately it's an eco around it, so likely to be number 5 here for the Finnish side. Number 6. Henu. Oh, a little bit messy, losing his fight. Jugas tagged down low, but still gives them that early advantage.
Yeah, big early advantage here. And we do see Jugas, though, a little low, 31 HP. Unfortunately, the rest of this team is only rocking some pistols right now, but we've seen what Navi Jr. could do with those. So again, it still falls onto Jugas' hands to maybe get some picks. But with that gun down in mid, if anybody wants to get aggressive, it would be Frozik. Usually likes pushing up mid on this map. But as it slowly becomes this default, now a minute remaining, and nobody's really giving up space here for Navi Jr. And look at that dink. Nice from Potty. Able to maybe do some damage, but Navi Jr. getting another player taken out. Kerbeni gone for the count. Unfortunately, the early lead that Navi Jr. has is slowly dwindling, and this is going to be a new bomb picked up and an A site to execute.
I mean, this round is always supposed to be a breeze. Anything that Jugas can do is fantastic, and 2 kills. It's actually pretty hefty. That rifle, somewhat retrievable as well. Flashbang, great. I mean, Desert Eagle, oh, good for another. Alrighty, Frozik drops instantly. But again, this is a very, very expensive round for the T side. And Symmetry hitting a big tag like that might actually make this plausible, might see. Says no. But you know what? That was a decent round for Navi Jr. overall.
Yeah, solid round. I mean, they did a decent amount of damage. They didn't actually buy up. Jugas is not able to afford, though. I think he did drop for his teammate, and they're going to drop for him. Maybe it's just a skin transfer there. But an op comes out. Symmetry now able to maybe bring the best weapon for the job here on Anubis. Is we know this opper likes to have some of these very nice, tight angles. But as Navi Jr. is going to be going in here, they're still at that huge disadvantage. We're seeing a little bit more of a quick A push going on, though.
Symmetry. Oh, nice shot. Very nice shot. Jugas in a little too deep, and with that smoke going down, tries to cross, but punished in the process. Could have waited for Symmetry smoke and then done so, but maybe a little bit greedy. Wanted the extra fight. Demon definitely getting a little greedy. Swinging out, bites off more than he can chew. There's 3 there. Kerbeni's going to take some damage from the flames as he falls out of connector.
Let's see it. Oh, Frozik swinging out. Gets the pick on a 2 high. Does drop down all the way down to 20 HP. But we are seeing Pody swing up. But look at that angle from Kerbeni. No one anticipates an aggressive smoke play until it happens. And now he's trying to get another. But it will succeed. Kerbeni trades off. And now it's a 2v2. Winnable for either one, but with 40 seconds left in the bomb fallen, they have to start making some moves here. And that's a big mood. Symmetry getting a little bit too aggressive there with the op is now going to put Frozik in a horrible position to try to clutch.
Yeah, Frozik is not really in a spot to pull this together. You know, he's 20 HP. Okay, he's got a bit of util. Okay, Mighty's low, but I wouldn't be surprised if he really just calls this off. He starts his rotation. He maybe wants to catch an exit out of beach, but recognizes that this one's probably cooked. So a 6th round going the way of Ents Academy. There you go. Yeah, that's where the final call is definitely made. If someone had aggressed through camera and he can bring it into a 1v1, then maybe he has a stab at that, but not going to happen here. So Ents Academy really, really taking the reins here.
Yeah.
And getting us to a point where, you know, you take sort of 3, 4, 5 rounds early on. It's great, but it's not too significant. But you do reach a point where you hit the 6, 7 mark, and all of a sudden it has a lot of weight behind it.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weight. A lot of weight between these two teams. And, you know, expectation-wise, I'm kind of throwing it back here. Na'Vi Jr., their map pick, maybe they just didn't win the knife round. Maybe they want to be on the T side, but, you know, CT's right now a little bit favored, but Na'Vi, it really comes down to a lot of these ego peaks. You know, we just saw Symmetry in that last round, in my opinion, completely throw the lead that they had trying to get aggro with an op around a corner like that. And I'm glad that Ents Academy was able to punish them for something like this. You know, you don't want to be able to get away with those kind of angles, and Na'Vi kind of showing their hubris there.
AWP posted up. You see that Desert Eagle jiggling. You sort of massively favour the sniper in this kind of duel, but you know what? But Jugas, you put Demon on that hand cannon. I've seen plenty of times where it'll just wide swing out, pop your head. Frozik just sat on the other side of these clouds. Flashbang through. I'm a big fan of this. Gets a little bit stuck on the table, so it is only a 1-for-1. Too high, Swift to the trade, and that is going to be the rifle. Kind of lost there. It's in a little too deep for anyone to retrieve.
This default, it's looking okay. A 1-for-1 trade. Kerbeni actually takes a decent nade to the chest there. The bomb now picked up again. Ents Academy is going to head on over to A, a site that I think Na'Vi Jr. has been kind of neglecting. They've been relying on their retake power to really hold it down, and Jugas to make as much impact frags with his life as possible, but they don't really have the weaponry to retake against these rifles. But never mind, Jugas, oh, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, a fire and a wall, and now it's Misty getting another great spray down. 2v2. Symmetry might be able to open it up with this only rifle he's got, but the mollies are thrown. Symmetry now having to wait it out, and it's doable by Na'Vi, but not easy. Oh, maybe not at all.
Oh, Milty and Pody will finish off the job, and yeah, Ents Academy continuing to run away with this. Na'Vi Jr. just on that single round. Finally, another buy comes out, but you know, it really has felt like they've mismanaged this economy throughout. So many rounds where they haven't had that full investment. They've been down to like a couple of Deagles or a couple of MP9s, and to be fair, they've done decent damage with them. But it's not been enough. Now they need to put their foot down. They need to win the next 4, ideally.
Yeah, ideally, they need to win more. I mean, they have to have a complete reset here if they actually want to be able to take this. I mean, yeah, 7-5 is ideal, but I don't think that we're actually going to get close enough to that. Na'Vi Jr. really just not proving themselves in this first half, but I mean, if Ents Academy keeps this up, if they manage to not let Na'Vi get another one, then we're going to map 3, and it is going to be a tough fight. But here's Frozix, able to molly and kill Henu. That's a huge opportunity. Managed to even pick up an AK.
So things slow right down. That man advantage. It's been something that Na'Vi Jr. have been chasing for quite some time. They've finally got it and in a position where they can hold on to it, right? We've seen a few scenarios where they have taken the early man, but it's like a hero rifle with an eco or a 1D that you know isn't really going to follow up for much more. Up close now, Jugas flashed in, but Pody's in front of that flashbang, won't be blinded, brings it back to evens. Now they're going to go regroup with their teammates on B. But the firefights will take place, and 1-for-1, Miltsy. It's a great job at opening, but can't follow up.
Yeah, can't follow too much, but now Demon's time to shine, but no, walks right into Pody, swinging out and getting a nice, clean body shot down. But now Symmetry, op in hand, 1v3. Definitely another save, so we're guaranteed to be seeing an 8-4 at best here. And with Na'Vi Jr. not being able to secure more than one round, and that one round was way back second round of the half where they were able to get a thrifty eco. So why has it slowed down? I mean, looking at Na'Vi Jr., looking at the way that they've been playing it, it's disappointing, to say the least. I really had higher hopes for them moving into the second map, but with Ents Academy not being able to win their map pick, maybe they just were like, okay, Na'Vi Jr., we're not going to let you win your map pick. And honestly, I think that Na'Vi Jr. has a little bit of time to reset here, but I don't think they're actually planning on taking this back in map 1. I think they're just trying to keep their mental high and go into the next map of Ancient with a little bit more, you know, confidence, because this is a disappointing display.
It really is. It really, really is. You know, we were sort of talking about the fact that they struggled a little bit against Copenhagen Wolves a couple of weeks ago here on this map. They were still able to win it, but it did go down to double overtime. Then they followed that up with 13-2 victory against Permitter. And then this has just been like somewhere in the middle, I guess, where instead of it being close, instead of it being a stomp on their part, it's a stomp the other way. It's quite out of character here for this Na'Vi Junior side, who have been very commanding throughout this tournament as a whole, and even at the start of this series, right? They stomped Mirage. Early 1-for-1.
Let's see it. Ooh. This time Jugas in mid instead. And I kind of like this angle. Too high. Should not be anticipating this, but no matter what, you got to check your corners. And with 3 players backing you up, it's all about swinging in. It's going to be a dry sweep. No flashbangs coming out. Jugas now swings, and oh my god, the headshot. Wow. M4A1S moment, but Symmetry, hot moment, grabs Mist down, and they will be able to keep it going. But with Symmetry, op in hand, knows that they are going to get flanked through mid. We have Kerbeni making some space, and that's actually going to be a huge pick, finishing off what Jugas started, grabbing too high. But Pody, this opper is so clean today. Now it's just Symmetry needing to anchor the A site. B site anchored by Demon. Here's the footsteps as Symmetry gets teamy. And now Pody has to get this close quarter combat op pick if they want to win it. And they don't. 2-8. Na'Vi has finally taken another round here.
Well, all they need is 2 more, and this becomes a decent half. It's far from perfect, right? It's in fact very far from perfect. It's quite far from even a good half, but certainly recoverable if they can make this 8-4 and win a pistol. Does come close there again, though, and they're far from breaking that Ent Academy economy. So it is going to be another full investment. AK's out on 4. AWP for Pody. Trying to apply the earlier pressure once again here towards A mate. Oh, okay. Instant 1-for-1. Orpa's still sticking around. Symmetry, be careful, my friend. I can't believe he overstays it like that. After the second shot, I was certain he'd fall away. Jugas.
Wow.
Bit of damage control. Pulls it back. And to be honest, they are lucky that he finds 2 there. Otherwise, this would have been another loss.
Oh, nice from Kerbeni. Okay. Yeah, Jugas really did pop off there, but now it's just Hanu needing to save, needing to maybe try to impact a few of these players economically on the way out. But wait a minute, who is pushing up? It's Jugas, not quite done with what they started with. Should be able to be at this angle and will succeed in grabbing Hanu. Na'Vi realizing that it didn't look good losing all those rounds. Might be able to get us to that 8-4. I mean, pretty solid 2 rounds back to back.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, it could have very easily gone wrong there. That pressure in on A main. The Orpa sort of hitting the first shot, leg in the second, and not just calling it quits there. Instead, actually re-peaking again. Put a lot of weight on the shoulders of Jugas to find that double trade, which he did. Galil pressing forward. Don't like that from Demon. Plays through the smoke. Flashes a little late. Might see. We'll at least pull together 1, but... Oh, alright. Well, blowing open the smoke, trade the other way. Henu with a lot of space. And a couple of contingencies on this buy, but so far, not really proven to be much of a problem.
Wow, but that's a pretty solid problem here for them. Now losing Pody of all players in mid, but they know that they can push up. The flashbang counter, huge. That means he's not going to be able to get too much damage from it. We are seeing some smokes out for Benny. Wanting to now push out of main, but it's a little bit of a massacre. These are the MAC-10s getting 1. Frozik is tagged. Kerbeni able to kill the player on site. It's just 1 remaining, and the UMP is going to slump down, and that is a decent round. Na'Vi Junior, great recovery in the last 4 stages there to make some damage and get themselves in a not too terrible scoreline before the half switch.
Yeah, they. I'm not sure where that was from them a little bit earlier, I'll be honest. I really feel like, yeah, those last few rounds was a Na'Vi Junior that we're used to, and the first 9 rounds of this map were someone else. But It's a step in the right direction, absolutely. 8-4, not too shabby if they can top it up with a pistol and sort of keep this momentum moving into the second half. Then I still do fancy their chances at pulling this their way. That seems pretty harsh, right? That seems kind of crazy to be favouring the team that are on 4 rounds right now, but it is still their map pick. We know what they're capable of doing on the attack here. And yeah, they're on the most T-sided map in the pool, so if there is anywhere that they can sort of brush off a bit of a rough CT side, still take it their way, it certainly is here on Anubis.
Definitely hope that they can take it back. I mean, it's their map pick. And, you know, if Ents Academy is able to pull off 8 rounds in their half, then Navi Jr. definitely has the capabilities as well. And it's a hard reset. It's a half switch. It's the halftime show here. So looking at the way overall how Navi Jr. had played it, left a lot to be desired. Those last few rounds when they actually managed to reassess their economy, not take too many fights that they weren't going to win, be able to obviously have Jugas just pop off. That's definitely one of the factors. They able to bring it back pretty well, but still lots to be desired. Going into this next half, I want to see some double digits on the board for a few of these guys. And overall, Navi Jr. does have what it takes to take it back from Ents, but Ents' lead is just a little bit too much right now if they manage to win the pistol. If that pistol goes over to Ents and Navi Jr. can't do another reset of momentum like they have in the past 3, we might be having an issue.
Well, we're about to watch it unfold. This goes one of 2 ways. Navi Jr. pull together the pistol and we end up with a contentious game, or Ents Academy take it. And then they're only a couple away from the finish line. And it almost doesn't really matter how they get there as long as they can stumble together a couple of rounds. Setting it down into middle. No defense here whatsoever for Ents Academy. They're giving up all this space, all this legroom taken. Smoke into camera gives the illusion they're going to try and play through Temple instead. They walk right through the clouds. They burst into Pody and Henu, who do come out on top with the fight. So man advantage, but the A-bomb site lost. And here is the retake. As Henu gets swarmed. They've still not gone for the plant. They might even find this kill onto Miltsy and just completely bottle it to B. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do.
Wow. Big opportunity for them. And now, honestly, you look over at Ents Academy and kind of concerned for them.
Teme's read this. He's so quick on this. The last place they're going to expect him to be is right here, so he can deny this plant. Teme, how on earth have you made this plausible? And now with 50 seconds left, dancing between the pillar. I mean, Symmetry's got time. That's the one thing he's got on his hands. But still manages to hit the shot. That is a very valiant attempt from Semet. And I love the fact that he makes that read so quick. But, okay, comes a little close for comfort. But Navi Jr. still do what's required. They hit that win condition.
Yeah, I mean, now, Ents Academy, they are going to try to go for a force here. We saw Navi Jr. be able to bring it back. Now, with a little bit of Ents Academy's economy facing over towards that force, can these MP9s, can these SSGs actually do enough damage against a Galil AK Mac 10 rush? Looks like they'll start off strong, dropping Symmetry down to only 30 HP. We see a little bit more focus towards that mid. Navi Jr. is so pushed up right now. Krebeni wanting to jump on in, might be able to succeed here in just finding one pick, but with no one really contesting them in mid, you see a lot of focus there. An actual player pushed up too high. MP9 pushed up in B main. Are they going to be able to actually find anybody here before it's too late, as we got a minute left and no firefights outside of the initial pick of damage that Symmetry took?
A lot of time on this clock wasted, and it's given Ents Academy quite a bit of space. MP9 right up in the corner, but Demon reads it like a book. Does well to clear the side. Krebeni will confirm that there's 3 on this A site. So bam, that's the cue just to send it right into B here. Seemed a little foolish to send it in by himself with a Mac 10, but it's the info plate. And off of the back of it, they'll be able to get into that site much quicker. Have more time to work with, to take those post plants, to let that bomb do its thing. And a wall of smokes gives them nice cover as Demon and Frozik just triple it up.
There we go. They're tripling it up. Pody is Is he actually going to attempt to save here with a scout and
Yeah,
light armor?
It sounds bizarre, but I mean, what's the alternative, right? He throws himself at the round and dies, and then he's got nothing in the next. Like,
Yeah, that is the alternative. Sometimes going and trying to fight for a kill is better. But, I mean, I get it. But next round, they're going to be crippled because Podiate with Scout only, their team's not going to be able to have a buy enough. It's really not going to do too much. And Podiate actually upgrades light armor over to a helmet. So, yeah, I guess it did make a little bit more sense. You got the discounted version of it. But still, though, Navi Jr. now 6 rounds to Ents Academy's 8. Might be able to get this 7 to 8 here and actually be able to build it back.
Bodie. Waiting. 5-7. Swings out. Decent amount of damage dealt, but still. It is going to be the early advantage here for Navi Jr. So Mac 10 tries to follow up. Yeah, that was maybe a little ambitious. Either way. Still trying to press on to this A site. It is only 10 to defend with a P250 and a smoke grenade. And Navi Jr. want to get this done. Now they've lost the Mac 10. They want to get this done in as clean a fashion as possible.
See it. Nade's coming through. Able to allow push up. And yeah, great nade combo. Able to take out Temi there. With this, of course, Potty not able to do too much. But if Pody, the largest weapon in hand, if their team can make an opening for him to get an angle off with that SSG, they might be able to get some damage dealt. But there's one. Doesn't spot Demon quite yet. 3v3. I like the aggression that we're seeing from Frozik there, but with 6 HP against these pistols, might want to keep your distance here. Decent flank building up here. Wait a minute. You have 2 high and Pody together in the water, wanting to get right behind. Might be able to get the drop down onto Symmetry. They do. They spot him. That's one.
No.
There's no time, but these players are pinched. This is going to be a hell of a amount of damage to their economy. Can he get out from the bomber? Is he dead here?
Oh, I was going to say, he's safe from the bomb. He's not quite safe from Milty, but yeah, that is a little too expensive. I mean, at least they come out of that with the AK, right? That's the premium rifle, or at least one of them. But yeah, that was too many casualties. That was too expensive for what should have been a real clean breeze. And this is what we're talking about when it just comes to Navi Jr. being a little out of character here in this map. This is not that sort of dominant side that we're used to from them. It's a good warm-up game here nonetheless, if they can pull this together. Remember, they've got another game straight afterwards against Agency, another best of 3.
Lots of games for Navi today, and hopefully we're going to be seeing them play at their peak, as maybe this is a warm-up, but Demon warming up with a 1-tap. Now it's going to be up to Mistil to push in. Frostic not able to stop him. Filsty keeping it good. 2 picks down. We do have Pody here. The hot rod in hand, needs to have some hot shots, but no, it's Symmetry getting a pot shot down right onto Pody, leaving Demon needing to make some more space for this team. As wait a minute, we're seeing the run and gun. Mistil getting another one down. And they can keep it going. The Demon alone. The bomb is planted for him, but there's 2 players to fight. That smoke is perfect. It's really going to be about how you can angle this. Temi staying alive. 1 flashbang, 1 tap. That's going to completely hard reset, and they stick it down. But no! Demon through the smoke sprays against both of them. Navi has tied the game.
And again, it's on a knife's edge, right? So many of these rounds that maybe, could have, should have even gone the other way. Ents Academy kicking themselves. Attack pause here for Navi Jr. By the way, this isn't an Ents pause. Talk things over, cool off a little bit. Obviously, the TeamSpeak erupts after a round like that, but still, they've got to be saying, guys, we're effectively losing here, right? Even though we're winning the rounds, like, we're losing the early round. We're losing the mid round. It's kind of individuals that step up towards the end and find the multi-kills. It's been Demon in a couple of situations now. The glue to hold them together. But now they're tied up at 8 apiece. The pressure's really on for them to find something that works. Something a little more sustainable.
Yeah, let's hope that we are going to be seeing those sustained rounds. But Navi Jr., the comeback here has been insane, and it's been recognized by the community. We're seeing a big shift in a lot of predictions and polls, and now with Navi Jr. tied up here, are they going to be able to keep that energy going? We do see, again, this default trying to focus on some players over by A, but no one's really peaked up too much. B site taking it back here. Lots of utility being thrown, though, by Navi Jr. They're dwindling outside of the flashbang department, but a lot of the smokes have been used. Some nades are getting tossed up, but nobody's actually taking any damage from them except for Henu. And look at that. Symmetry grabs it. First blood has been found, and we might be able to see another, but B site is getting collapsed upon. And Too High is all alone.
Oh, man. Jugas been a bit of a menace in some of these situations. Actually going to be Symmetry to take first contact. It'll be the MP9 up close that punishes. And this is exactly how you lose a round. Frozik has at least done what's required, which is trading out his fallen teammates. But my God, I mean, picking him one by one to aggressive MP9s, it's just disaster. You'll get that AWP out of there.
Get it out of there. Yeah, keep it on the ground, but Too High. How are you still... Okay, I mean, why no execute over on B the entire time? We were just seeing them kind of just walk around waiting for Frozik to make all of the noise on the opposite side of the map, but now Henu, 1v3, FAMAS in hand, wants to try to slow down Navi Jr., but I think his team's yelling at him, don't do it, don't do it. It's not a good idea. 3v1 is not something that you're going to be able to pull off with only a FAMAS and 64 HP.
Yeah, this is like absolutely the right call to just reel this in. He is on pursuit of the exit, hungry to maybe catch Frozik, who was on a slither of health, but still loses out in that endeavor. A good little confidence booster again here for Navi Jr., who are now on 5 on the bounce here for their T side. And whilst a lot of these rounds have come close, you know, when you're consistently losing close rounds, you're consistently taking those early advantages and still fumbling it, it actually sort of plays against you, right? You start to, yeah, I don't know, it just starts to get really frustrating. You head back in the game. Its Academy have definitely been better here on Anubis, but losing control now they're on their defense.
Good. That's Academy. As long as Navi Jr. doesn't constantly fold into those MP9s close quarter combat and just go one at a time, even when they do that, they're not really punished for it when they end up winning the round anyways. But, you know, it is impacting their economy in the long term, so they have to be a little bit smart here because Ents Academy is only one round behind them right here. However, what I'm looking at now is going to be Demon. This guy has done detrimental damage over to B site now 3 rounds in a row. See if he's going to be able to pull it off as well as Navi Jr. is setting up for a B take. You have a lot of players over by water wanting to just go into that stairwell with fierce ferocity. Might be able to scare these players back. And yep, here we go. They're getting the first blood. They're running it down.
Okay, there we go. Demon again. That's a little on the lucky side. Of course, this is just a half buy here for Ents Academy, so, you know, if they're going to get spammed and killed by a random pot shot through the smoke, it's better now than with the big guns, but still always cruel. Just sat on the other side of this. MP9 in the hands of Termate. He starts to fade. Oh, taken care of. No real silver linings here. In fact, not a single one as Krabeni finishes off the job. Navi Jr. will be on to double digits, and Ents Academy, yeah, definitely losing control here of this map as not only are Navi Jr., yeah, continuing to win these rounds, but it feels like every single win becomes a little more convincing.
Yeah, a little bit more, but with attack pause being called by Navi Jr., that shifts things just a little bit. I mean, one thing is they only have 2 of their attack pauses remaining. So if Ents Academy starts really bringing this back, are they going to be able to actually, you know, get around it is the first off. We do have Pody with an op. We have Navi thinking about, okay, we have to get 3. Ents has to get 2 to tie with us. Let me ask you now, if you're Navi Jr., what is the, what are you concerned about to the point where you're calling a timeout?
Yeah. I guess they're just sort of... they know that this is now going to be the Ents Academy buy. If they've sort of been keeping tabs on the economy, which they should have been, then they will be aware that they are going to be against the proper investment. So just sort of making sure everyone's still on the same page and saying, look, we've had a couple of freebie rounds now against pistols, against a half investment. Now we are up against the big guns. We do need to make sure that we don't make some of the mistakes that we've been making. Demons bailed them out of a couple of rounds now where they get a little aggressive in A main early on. They get picked off by the orb. He has to go and trade it. So Jugas bailing them out of a couple of those rough spots as well. But remember, it's 6 in a row on the T side, 9 in a row in total here for Na'Vi Junior. So momentum definitely carrying. Keeping this ship from sinking too high. G should do some good damage, and it will.
Here we go. That's some good damage, though. Asymmetry getting a 2-piece through the smoke. A lot of people find another one, though. You do have Henu wanting to maybe do some damage in the nade, plus Pody's op is going to connect onto Symmetry. Pody in a decent angle now to keep this going, but Henu is who I'm watching. Walk right on up, and who is walking right into this player. Demon gets Demon. Almost gets Jugas, but is not able to finish the job, and this is where Kribeni has to clutch. It's just a 1v1. Half HP versus near full, and they win. Temi gets it. Ents Academy finally putting a stop to the second half streak Na'Vi was cooking up.
Well, it's a fantastic round win, but it does come down to the 1 versus 1. They need to make sure that it's repeatable. Whilst it's a big round, it's not a foot over the line yet. They're still at a deficit. Na'Vi Junior have still got money. They got that bomb planted there as well, so it gives them that extra $600. And now moving on into the 20th. They need to do it again. They absolutely have to do it again. There's still no cash. Taking 4 casualties in that last hurt the finances. Symmetry. Holding from a little further back this time. Does take the contact, but no cigar. And Temi. Oh, great flash. Gets aggressive. Should be traded. He absolutely will. The Molly's going to cut him off, so won't be able to overwhelm that sniper.
I mean, they got the trade for Temi, but it's not worth it. Look at Kribeni's HP, 9 left, as they have been burned on that fire trying to get out and get the trade off there for their teammates. So bit off a little bit more than they can chew, and Ents Academy's in a decent position here. Na'Vi Junior now needing to reset the mental, reset the plan. They can't really execute A, but you look at this minimap, and mid is completely left open as B is being pushed up on. Nice from Demon.
Yeah. That is a big kill. Still incredibly low on health, so that man advantage maybe not as important as it seems. And now with Pody taking one back the other way, Ents Academy are the ones in the driver's seat right now. Too high. That's a great position, but timing very, very integral. And Frozik kind of knows. I mean, yeah, okay, there we go. I was going to say, like, his crosshairs over towards the bomb site, but I think he's very aware they could have lost this main control, and they are going to approach it with caution as they start to press up, timing everything, and Jugas walking with his back turn. That is poor, and it is going to give up the advantage.
Yeah, huge from them, and Demon incredibly low now, only 11 HP. This is not ideal. 111 HP versus 300. It really is going to come down to the shots that they can land. Pody, hearing the footstep of Frozik, does not expect him to be so close so fast. And that now ties this up. 1 player down. Can not be clutch. Demon is going to get rushed up, and check your corners. Henu punishing one, another.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, Demon. Na'Vi takes it back, and the score line becomes 9-11, and these guys are now so close to finishing it up. Only 2 away, while Ents Academy, I think that was probably the last full buy they get for a little bit here, unless they're able to pull something out.
Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. As I was saying, that was an important round to win there for the Ents Academy side. They're going to call a quick pause off of the back of it because they misplayed that whole final situation. They misplayed that retake quite badly. Too High did well at the start, but unable to stay alive, and then things just go wrong, right? They don't clear their corners when they press up. The fact that we saw, was it Frozik on such low HP? It might have even been Demon on such low HP throughout the whole of that situation. Just bizarre.
Yeah, I think
Now Navi Jr. have a one-way ticket onto 12.
it was Demon at 11 the entire time for that game. And I know we did see a little bit of damage being dealt over to Krabeni at the start. But overall, you look at the trades that were just consistent now. And with Navi, they are up 5-1 practically when it comes to the odds here. Everybody thinks Navi is going to be able to bring this back. And, you know, I'm surprised. Ents Academy on their comeback, they didn't really sway the predictions whatsoever. And that's why you look at this game, you are kind of, you know, you said the knife's edge. What about the edge of your seat? The way that a lot of these rounds have been clutching up right here for Navi has just been kind of shocking for this half. As Ents Academy, they started so powerfully, and that power kind of dissipated after time, and now it's just Milsty wanting to hold this down.
Spotted a couple of arms, not enough to really connect with, but yeah, finally they'll pull the trigger on it. They'll press out wide. They found the two. I don't think they're expecting Henu in this corner, so he might have an element of surprise, might have the opportunity to deny this plant. No, it's on the other side of the pillar. He'll still get a freebie. He'll get a freebie onto one of them at least, but
Okay.
yeah, there you go. All right, rifle swapped out. He's got the gun in hand, and he's still alive and kicking. His teammate not joining him here. In fact, he's going to be taken out.
Yeah, Henu gone, and Temi kind of taking this sweet time rotating to his teammate who's in a fierce fight there. A little unfortunate, but we've seen people save with less, but saving here, trying to maybe find just the light armor. You gotta buy it for full armor next round. 5-7. You're really not walking away with this round with much.
Terrorists win.
So it's
12.
Yeah, match point. I'm looking at this, and honestly, match point advantage over to Navi Jr. Just look at that score line. A solid 6 rounds in a row. Ents decided it's my turn, and now Navi wants to end this off. But with the final buy coming out, we do have Pody's op and an op in the hands of Sentry. This is, I think, the last time we're going to be seeing these guys have rifles no matter what. I mean, there's just going to be so much damage dealt no matter the way that these guys have been playing. But Henu, very aggro. Hold up. Just running all the way into this.
This is super dangerous. Oh, wow. Okay, not for long. Krabeni's just negated all of that with 3 kills. And this is done. This is done. Losing one of the last 12 rounds. One of the last 13 rounds, sorry. This is the sort of dominance that we expect from Navi Jr. And Krabeni is on for an ace right now.
Honestly, can end with an ace with the way Krabeni's playing, but look at Temi wanting to now get a little bit of aggressive here. Denies the ace by running into Frozik, and Frozik might be going for the knife kill here, but Demon's just gonna shoot him in the face. Unfortunate round, but that is it. The end for Navi Jr. 2-0 in the first map of their day. We have another one coming up next. As we know, we have a large amount for Navi to fight through, and with everything that we've been seeing going on, I cannot wait for our next series here. So, on behalf of Apollo, let's have some fun here.
Yeah, that was pretty hefty. That was pretty hefty from Navi Jr. Obviously, this next game is the easier one on paper, and well, they still made fairly light work of Ents Academy there, so I am scared to see what's to come. That's going to wrap things up for our first game, though, folks. We're going to jump to a little bit of an extended break. When we return, we will be back with the second series. It'll be Navi Jr. versus the Agency Clan. So, yeah, go grab yourself some food, but make sure you join us back for it. You definitely don't want to miss out.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
What was that, Blue White? Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Pushing in through here aggressively. Pawns the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one. Checks to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. Kenny Klein, that's going to be one on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What? Lampada! What was that? What is that? What just happened?
And welcome back, everybody, to the Apollo 1 Series Phase 2. My name is Edu, joined yet again by NMJ. Are we ready to see maybe a repeat of the first series? It is again going to be Na'Vi in the hot seat, this time versing a whole new team. Are you ready for this, NMJ?
Maybe. Obviously we saw that 2-0 from Na'Vi Junior before. It was convincing stuff on that first map. The second, it's difficult. It's difficult to sort of gauge, right? Because it's tough to say it wasn't one-sided when it really, really was in that second half. What I'm interested to see here is how the veto is going to shape up and whether Agency are going to allow Na'Vi Junior to sort of go for those same picks. So, first pick will be Ancient. Okay, a map that Na'Vi Junior are good on. We actually saw a 13-0 from them the other day. They pick into Mirage, which is interesting. Sort of says to me that A, they're just very confident in their individual mechanics. B, that, you know, they're happy with how their Mirage went just a couple of hours ago against Ents Academy. And C, that maybe their Anubis needs a little bit of work. Now, it is going to come up as that decider, but frankly, I really don't expect us to get there. We'll have to wait and see. If Agency can pull off some kind of upset, can at least take a map here, I'd be very, very impressed. Ultimately, the odds suggest that this should be a bit of a stomp.
Well, yeah, well, the odds also suggest that, you know, I think that we can have a team that really does know how to make a comeback here. Mirage, one of those maps that, honestly, I kind of am always impressed by, no matter who's playing on it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Na'Vi Junior is the team that has probably the strongest roster here, as well as just a lot more consistent of a team itself. But we should be getting into the game relatively shortly here. We didn't get to see Ancient last time, which was the decider for our previous matchup. Now, things can change. We can see maybe, you know, a team play pretty well. Now, Na'Vi is a team that's decent enough on this map, in my opinion, that, you know, as you said, shouldn't be much of an issue for these two teams. But overall, with the way that the game's been going and the way that these guys are going into it, let's just get right on up. Yeah, I think they're just going for it.
USP in the hand of Jugas, back towards Temple. It is going to be the Glocks to fly out onto this A site, tapping away. Frozik able to take the first. It's very scrappy, but walking right into the blender, and much of what we've really come to expect here from Na'Vi Junior, as it's a near flawless round.
Wow, nearly flawless there. And honestly, what an explosive start. Obviously, you did see a big push onto the A site. Now, A's, it's kind of where pistol rounds like to tend to go, but I'm more so surprised that we didn't see many trades coming out. It was just Frozik getting a 2-tap instantly right off the gate. So, you know, looking into this next game, it's going to be interesting, or next round, it's going to be interesting to see that no one on Agency Clan has even bought up. They didn't get the bomb plant, so it makes sense, but a full-blown save is the first time we've seen that happen all day today. So as they are going right onto an empty A this time, it's all going to be about the retake. And surprisingly, Agency has gotten this for free.
Frozik. Oh, okay. All right. See you later.
Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, very surprising that they've allowed them to get a bomb plant. Right now, they were going to be on a buy on the next anyway, so this bomb plant just gives them an extra $600 per player. So maybe a bit of extra util will come out, whatever. Potentially an AWP. In fact, we definitely could see an AWP out here, either Gong or Spray buying it, but. Tech pause before we get back underway with things. And yeah, Na'Vi Jr. just kind of breezing through, right? Obviously, they're against the full eco there, but
yeah,
tough stuff.
Well, they did do a full save, though. So full save, not even an eco. You know, you have this looking pretty clean. No buys, no armor, nothing. And they got the bomb plant. So decent money. Agency Clan should be able to go for a full purchasing power here. I'm expecting, you know, all AKs across the board. I don't think Puig is going to be, or Puig is going to be going for the op at all. But you look on over to Na'Vi Jr. After winning 1 and 2 rounds back to back, they are sitting pretty, and they're going to be going in with a little bit of a bonus with those SMGs, the MP9. They're going to try to farm up as much money as possible, just so they can consistently set up symmetry with these ops. And if they can do that, well, then Agency Clan is in for a world of hurt.
Well, nades into middle. A lot of pressure being applied here as the MP9s fly out. Oh, bugs in. It's a big kill onto Krabeni. And right on the other side of this, 7-4 from Demon following up. So a 4v4. And a decent start here for Agency. They've got the big guns. Na'Vi Jr. are the ones on to the bonus, but Demon still keeping the kills in favour of the CT side. So trade evenly once again.
Let's see it. If we can see more of these even trades, a 3-3, not too bad. They still have bomb possession. Now we do have a decent flank from Tuxa. This could be on the back of Demon, who should not be able to turn around fast enough. But no, Demon actually spots one, but there is Gong and sprays in. Able to get one. Tuxa will be able to get the jump on a Demon, and now it's a 1v2 with Frozik on an insane flank. I do not think that Agency Clan is going to anticipate how fast Frozik has moved up here.
This is absolutely perfect for Agency, and they've got the setup. Whilst they might not expect Frozik here necessarily after the time ticks, they surely will start to question. And oh my god, that incendiary's completely missed the mark. He's lucky he's just found a molly at his feet, and it might actually isolate them both. There's the first, knows the second's in the corner, gets him down to 7 HP, but sprays and sends it back to Agency. Oh, I mean, they get a tad lucky there towards the end, but that is a big round. That is a big round to pull off.
Yeah, it's a big round here, and knowing that this team wants to be moving in, I think that Agency, they're looking clean, all right? Not exactly, you know, the amount of fight that we expected. That flank from Tuxa, huge to take out Demon. Demon kind of lives up to his name right now, but you look at Frozik pushing up mid. Frozik is just the mid guy. No matter what map he's on, he pushes up and he gets kills. Case in point, grabs Rosalo down. And now you look at Krabeni getting another, getting taken down by the Galil. God, the M4A1S is always a fun gun to use. Love hitting headshots and not killing people.
It's tough. It's a tough relationship with the gun. Stuff onto shelf. Oh, okay, Gong. Takes out Demon, but here's a little pincer. Smoke starts to fade. Cube player spotted, but the FAMAS now in the deep end, and he has to try and fight his way out. He can't do so. Frozik will take one to alleviate a bit of that pressure. Tukes a tank down low. But Agency are once again with the man advantage here, and it's kind of similar to what we saw from them the other day, right? That was, you know, they were the massive underdogs in the series, and whilst they did lose it 2-0, and they only took sort of 7 or 8 rounds in both maps, He did sort of keep things fairly contentious. Navi Jr. definitely needs to give him a bit of respect here because even on low health, Tuxa's going to win his duel. And Spray should be able to follow up as well. Clean stuff. Frozik falls and scoreline tied at 2 apiece.
Wow. And with that, I think a decent setup for Na'Vi would probably be to go for a full save here. You know, you don't want to try to keep buying up. Unfortunately, Agency Clan has really made a decent launch forward in momentum now. So I think they are going to be able to take the win here. Wait, they're not saving. Instead, they're forcing again. This is a struggle. So the last time I casted Na'Vi against Nexus Gaming, they lost a game that I think they shouldn't have just because they kept forcing when they shouldn't have. So looking at this, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. Brilliant double entry from Tuxa as well. So the lead actually going to go the way of the T side now, which is pretty wild, all things considered. Massive underdogs coming into the server. They do tap the brakes a little bit here. Since finding that double entry, they don't need to force the issue. They will take their fights together. And they've got a good little buddy system in middle. Sprays it, or Salo.
Good.
Do win the fight onto the shelf. Frozik will take one back.
Pretty solid, and shots are fired. Now, with only 2 players left, I think this is going to be a save. Frozik does not want to move up with that FAMAS, but that opportunity for Demon still stands. Demon could try to go for some exit picks here, but, you know, light armor hasn't taken any damage away from it, and it does have that advantage to buy head armor next round. So, yeah, it's going to be a 2v4 save here, unless they actually want to commit, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, they did find an AK, though. So
Yeah, I think this is probably 2. Definitely just save it. Reel it in. Bring these rifles into the next. FAMAS could maybe have a little stab at an exit. See if they can grab another AK. Oh, alright, they're both taken down.
yeah, unfortunate. But, oh, last second, Twigs is actually going to get killed by the bomb. So, does do a little bit of impact damage to economy, but overall, not being able to save there, going up and fighting like that, not ideal for Na'Vi Jr. And now, it will be a save, which they could have done last round, but they decided to force to try to not let Agency get around on them. The opposite happened, and now they're going to be all stacked up in mid. We're gone. It's just predicting a push-up here, and very aggro. Mac 10 versus pistols, but it's 5 of them, 4 of them. Good luck.
He has got a bit of help from his teammate coming over. 10. Oh, okay, all right. Fights are going to go their way. Should be overwhelmed here. There you go. Gong will double it up. Mac 10 elsewhere. Should be coming in for another. Oh my god. Oh my god, Krabeni.
Okay.
Huge little double headshot, but that's all we're going to see. And another round goes the way of Agency.
Yeah, not too shabby there. I mean, they did pretty much what they needed to do. Agency now looking okay, but Krabeni, those last 2 shots really are helping out their team a little bit here. But look at the armor. It's not ideal. You have everybody with AK, so you don't need the head armor anyways, but it is a full buy coming out, including an op now. Symmetry down to pretty much nothing funds-wise, but you look at these players pushed up mid. Gong about to get into a firefight, takes out Frozik. Huge from them, but there is the trades, and now we might see another player coming up from behind. Krabeni wants to now push up, but has to rely on his team's util. Looks like they have lost all their aggression, but now it's back with Demon getting one, but there is the double down, and the trades come through. Now it's a 2v2.
Very, very plausible here for either side. Agency, even in the Na'Vi Junior buy-up. Keeping the wind in their sails. Symmetry with an AWP. Sat holding this mid-cross. Of course, Agency have really slowed things down here.
Yeah,
50 seconds on the clock. They can afford to, right?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. I mean, especially on a map like this, it's a pretty short map, so you can rotate pretty quick. Krebeni, though, watching this angle is going to let them cross all the way towards B. And they do spot the back end of it, so that call out is made. Thank God Krebeni actually got the information in time. They should be able to get set up on B enough time here for Krebeni to buy some for his team to rotate. But Spray, plus that Molly, yep, everybody's ready. Symmetry. Might be able to grab one. In the fire, in the flames, will be able to grab it, but the bomb needs to get planted here. Orsalo gets their team the economy that they need, but they need to keep getting the kills, and swinging out like that allows Navi Jr. to secure the round.
They managed to pull it together, keeping both alive as well. Should do them some favors. AWP and AK carried across. The third on the board for Navi Jr. Important time again. Sort of make sure things don't get out of hand here. Make sure that 4 is all they get on the agency side. Yeah, quad rifle symmetry on that AWP. The other side, much of the same, right? Obviously, they've taken 4 rounds on the bounce and have been able to build up a bit of cash as a result. Flashes, nades into middle, but no early damage dealt just yet. Symmetry to draw first blood.
Ooh, huge from them. Now, with that available, we are seeing a little bit of a pushback onto the spawn point. Huig trying to anchor the B entrance, B main, but A is where we are going to be seeing agency spend most of their focus. I like it, though, but Symmetry. Oh, this opposition is clean, and are we going to see one? Yes, we're going to see one. Can we see another one? Really comes down to a Demon in the kill feed, but Symmetry in the killing zone, getting a second. And there's Orsalo getting another down, but Symmetry gets the third, and agency is back again to being tied against Navi.
I think this is maybe where they just put the foot on the gas and kind of run away here. Agency have given us some real meat in these last couple of rounds, to be honest. That little resurgence we saw was lovely, but yeah, Navi Jr. showing us a perfect defense there up against the pistols. We'll see if maybe agency go for a little pace change. Send it through the smoke on the B ramp. Maybe fast play into cave. That could be what's on the menu for at least one of them. Just going to try and send it forward. Under a bit of pressure here from Krebeni, though. Flash in, Demon. 1 for 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is starting to get a little out of hand. They've now got the man deficit. The bomb should be able to be planted. They should be able to retrieve a couple of rifles as well. Frozik on damage control.
Oh,
make sure those rifles can't fall into enemy hands, and all of a sudden, Puig, and nothing more he can say. To be fair, 3 kills, not a bad outcome. The bomb plant would have been a nice cherry on top, but yeah, Navi Jr. taking a quick pause here, because things are definitely going wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of trade-outs that should not be lost, and really, is it coming down to aim, or is it just coming down to, you know, poor positioning? A lot of these players are caught out without much cover, and then you get sprayed down by those MAC-10s. You know, the number one thing you can do against a MAC-10 is try to get some distance on them. And when they can close distance by just running down, getting those picks from you, that's the main concern. But Navi, overall, should be okay in this position. They're winning some rounds. They really are calling this timeout because they know the econ pretty well, and they should anticipate a full buy from this team now. And if it is going to be a full buy from the agency clan, I would assume that Navi Jr. is going to get aggressive in mid again, because every time that rifles versus rifles happens, you see Navi want to fight that head on. That nice shot from Dugas, able to grab it with Krebeni getting another. But yeah, that aggression definitely paid off. They got a great angle, the bomb down in main. Dugas is able to grab Pug, and now it's just going to be spraying and praying and trying to get one more. Krebeni is going to get a clean flashbang through, but Spray still in spawn, hasn't left much. But look over, and they're taking their time. 1 minute on the clock. most likely going to have to go for a save. They got 50 bucks to their name, still have full armor and a molly and an AK. Decent econ if they want to get out of here with just that, but they're so concerned about someone flanking them. They are kind of trapped in spawn right now. Well, trust me, it's some pretty riveting gameplay. Spray right now looking at a corner of a wall. Wait, he's pushing into 4 players. He's actually going for it. He tries to fight Frost. He's dead.
All right. I managed to catch it right at the end there. Okay, alrighty. Well, 6-4, Agency are now the ones to take that little break, talk things over. Not a lot of money to work with, you know. Again, we'll see this Tech 9 force. It didn't go too bad for them last time round, so they can stay optimistic for sure, but yeah, they're definitely losing control here after going 4-2 up and feeling like they had the reins. Na'Vi Junior are doing much of what we saw against Dens Academy there on that Anubis map, right? They didn't look too great. They had an 8-4 half. They were actually down, 7-1? In fact, it might have been 8. It was 8-1. They were 8-1 down. And then they brought it all the way back on 13-9. So maybe the same sort of ordeal, but Agency only allowed 4. So we move into round number 11.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Agency, this is right after a timeout. It's a tech rush. You do have Gong with the only gun that is not a tech, and that's the Glock. But you look on over, Na'Vi Junior not getting aggressive in mid this time. And I think that is really just they like to fight when it's rifle versus rifle to cut the distance there. But when, you know, you got your pistols, you might want to just let them push up here, right into you. Frozix allowing Spray to get close to you. This is an ideal position here if Frozix is able to just keep holding this and keep his patience. But Kerbeni managing to get a decent shot down right onto Tuxa could be able to pull it off again. Frozix now will be pushed back just a little bit. No, Frozix getting aggro. And there's Zuzgas getting it down right onto Spray. And there's another spray from Demon. What? Is he trading? No! He ducks under. Limbo's right beneath the bullets, leaving Kerbeni to get the kills anyways. And Kerbeni will. And there's the round. So not too shabby. No picks. No bomb plant. Agency walks away with nothing. And now we're getting into the last round of the half. A potential to buy up for both sides. You have almost everyone rocking a defuse kit, so if the bomb gets planted, time is on the side of Na'Vi as long as they keep playing the way they have been. But that is Tuxa getting one down, but immediately traded to make it not so fair. Now mid coming up with Kerbeni, but no, Frozix flanked from the sidelines, getting shot down. This is an advantage for Agency, and they're pushing aggressive right through mid. Most likely going to be a mid to B push. You talk about the B side, B main, all the way towards the spawn. Somehow Demon's gotten past everybody. What is Demon doing? He's just going for an adventure, going for a stroll right now. Oh.
Be very careful, as he's now taking contact. Yeah, sprays it obviously from the back. I mean, Kerbeni was only ever going to be able to get one, but getting nothing there puts him in a real predicament. Now the 3v2. Demon flashed off the angle. He knows that there's one up in the red room as well. They do have the bomb control, though, so that adds a spanner in the works. Symmetry's going to come and support. And all of a sudden, we break back down into evens to a 4v2 right the other way. A blue fire to emerge at the feet of Puig, and Spray just trying to find this fight, but they're completely isolated here. There's 2 individual duels, and they just feed it to Na'Vi Junior. Surely, Spray not connecting, down to a slither of health, swaps out to the AWP to try and negate that low HP. But he's just going to grab the bomb and try and slip back, get it planted on this B site, and Symmetry knows he can't run through the fire.
Wait a minute. If he's low HP, op in hand, yes, he's increasing his time to kill, but he's in a 1v1 now, trying to play post-plant with only an op. This really just comes down to how this player is comfortable with the rifle here. But the timing is not on his side. And Symmetry is able to punish him for that. Don't play the bomb. Play far back and get picked off instead. That leaves us at an 8-4 half here for Na'Vi Junior. And if Na'Vi is able to start off with that strength on Agency's map pick, and we know that they're a second half demon, I'm kind of scared for the side of Agency right now, as that was a less than stellar showcase.
Yeah, it's deja vu, I guess. It's an 8-4 half, but the other way around. And Navi Jr., obviously now with the momentum, right? And as soon as they had the momentum on Anubis, they were unstoppable. Frozik having a bit of a lights-out performance. 16 kills for him. Stepping up in place of Demon, who's normally that hardest hitter. He's normally the man putting up the big numbers. He's having a little bit of a slow start here, but, you know, nothing crazy. And actually, bizarrely, with 8 kills, he's actually done over 1,000 damage. So he's definitely having impact, just struggling to finish off some of those fights that he's been taking.
Yeah, there's been just a lot of decent trade-offs here, but you look over at Agency and you have some players that are really just needing to start picking up that pace. You know, you take a look at Agency's Horsalo. Horsalo's 3-12 right now, and usually, you know, it's taboo to talk about score lines and how you're actually getting these trades, but we've watched Horsalo put himself in positions to try to trade off teammates and then be killed every time. And we've seen double kill, triple kill, multi-kill so many times from Navi Jr. I mean, Kerbeni gets away with a spray transfer almost every single round. So, you know, looking at the way that this game's going, when you have somebody on Navi being kind of free to roam and free to get as much space as they have, I mean, Demon in that last round, the reason they won that whole round is because Demon's flank was given so much space. He went all the way through their spawn, got behind them, got the bomb. And the second they had that bomb controlled, the game was really in the hands there of Navi Jr. Now that we've switched sides, Navi Jr., they're just going to start running sites forth. And this is where B is going to collapse. We have so many people just wanting to get real aggressive here. And Gong starts us off with the first blood. They're getting aggressive over in this lane.
They certainly are, and well, into the 4-on-4. I thought sprays him was dead to rights. Instead, he takes 2 heads and somehow survives. Symmetry and Frozik left to try and pick up the pieces, not expecting a second cave player. Trade is pretty swift, but still a 1v3 here for Symmetry to try and pull off. One saving grace is he's got the bomb on his back and he's got a load of util. So technically it's 2, I guess. But he's still taking a lot of damage in the process. He's confirmed where 2 are. He's spamming. He's desperate for a head. But Puig will take it the other way. Agency win the second half pistol. And to be honest, they just keep surprising me.
Yeah, it is shocking to see, you know, how Navi Jr. is actually getting pushed back so aggressively in these pistol rounds. But maybe Agency Clan is just a pistol demon. Maybe they just really know how to pop off. And here's the thing, though. Agency will be buying up, but you look at Navi, triple Mac 10. They didn't even get the bomb plant, and they're committing to this bit. So kind of excited for this. How are they going to be able to, you know, really hold their own? Obviously, taking mid should be able to give them the most amount of space on this point.
Ooh. Okay. So just sort of shutting down this force by.
Holy!
Jugas at least will take 1 back, but it's just wild. It's the Wild West here. This is completely bonkers. And despite taking a lot of space on A, they're actually going to give it up. Jugas is going to try and get this bomb over towards the B side of things, but he needs to win this fight in mid first. It's super messy. Swaps to the Deagle, needs a body shot, and he can't convert it. And now with a single point of health, what is his game plan?
I mean, swinging with the Mac 10 is very bold, considering he has no one-hit potential. I'm surprised he's not just keeping the Deagle out, but he's going to try to cut distance, maybe get the drop onto Tuxa. Oh, he's spotted, though. And if Tuxa knows to back up. They're unsure about how much HP he's got remaining, but they know he's probably going to be an easy kill here. But look at this. Wait a minute. Jugs just going for it. Just going right on up.
Yeah, he was really hoping that Agency would double up there on the basis that
wow. I did not anticipate that to be the way the round ended there, but MJ,
yeah,
are we ready for this?
I don't know. I mean, he kind of made that call there hoping that they'd double up, right? He knew that he tagged up Spray low on health, so it was like, right. Hopefully they double up here. I can try and creep into this A site and get a bomb plant at the very least, get my team a little bit of money, but yeah, this is going to be 7 for Agency. Navi Jr. just don't have any money to work with. They're being absolutely bombarded with util here on the B ramp too, so that's going to sponge them up early. And while Spray gets tagged down to 5 HP, he does still get away with that early advantage once again. So numbers in their favor, HP in their favor. I'm going to try and get this done as clean as possible. That last round was a little too expensive.
Yeah, just a little bit, but look at this. Hugh being able to get a free pick. Yep, and now in a second. Yep, thanks to Horsalo. I was talking mad about Horsalo, but now this guy's actually starting to pop off, but he leaves Hugh alone, and Pew gets a little bit more than they offered, more than they could chew. Gets a big pick there. Spray down to 5 HP. It is a 2v4, but for Benny, needs to try to get out of this fight, and they're down as well. Horsalo on the flank. All right, the trade's consistent here. Symmetry now ready to try to find a pick, an opening for this team.
All right, well, knows that this one's a lost cause, but considering there's a couple that attack down, he could at least take a couple to the grave with him. And I think that's sort of the game plan here. He's got money for the next. He's got no Kevlar, and bringing an MP9 into the following round isn't going to do anyone any favours. He definitely wants to die here as well. Surviving is actually worse than... He gets less out of this if he survives, right? He gets more money just for falling to one of these rifles. But wants to try and bring down one, and there you go. It will be gone on the chopping block. So, decent trade from Tuxer. Very good round from Agency. 3 players staying alive and carrying across those 2 most important weapons, those premium rifles. So, 8-7. Agency keeping the pressure applied, but now is going to be where they are tested. Navi Jr. have got the full investment, the 4 AKs, the AWP on Symmetry. And this is where I think they're going to chomp down hard.
Yeah, I like this. This is the time to shine, but you look on over, and Navi Jr. takes it a little bit slower. And whenever they set it slow, when I see that bomb still in spawn, that means that they're going for picks here. They're going for just aim. They're not too hyper-focused. They're not tunnel vision down onto a B or A bomb site. No, they want to try to fight these people in a 2-1, maybe just get these trades no matter what, and try to get that early round advantage. Symmetry, though, aggressive with the op, spots and drops one. Might be able to do it again. Oh, Symmetry, you're so clean with it. But the bomb now picked up. A site has lost 2 players. This has to be executed on smoothly. And you still look, though. No, they're baiting. They're using all these smokes to try to get forced rotate, while B is actually where the bomb's going to be headed.
It's all a ruse. It's all so smart. You can see right now Navi Jr. are just locked in. As soon as they leave that bomb behind, you know they're cooking something up. They're full focus. I'm spotted around the corners. Brazen actually good for a big fight, a big duel to win. Did triple it down, though. Right back the other way. Agency. Again, it wasn't looking too shabby for them early on, but 9-7. A quick tack pause here for Agency because, yeah, they know they really should have had that. Or not should have had it, but you kind of needed to have it to tie up that scoreline. It's a really, really big swing point in the game. Now they're in a position where they only have the 1900 loss bonus. It's not going to be enough for him to sort of comfortably invest into the next round. For the rest of the team, it probably will be. So, try an eco here, I guess. Couple of pistols, but don't spend too much money.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised we're actually going to be seeing a CZ be pulled out. And, the CZ, it's an okay gun. It's an okay gun. It's just, you really need to have quite the knowledge of it, because you have to tap with that weapon, or you have to be very up close and personal, no in between, and you can't tap like you can with the 5.7 or the Tech 9. So I don't know, the choice of using that weapon here, it's interesting, but if you can pop it off, it should be fine. But no, we're seeing one down. Sprays in 5.7 right into Krabeni's head.
Okay, well, not the worst of starts. 1 for 1 at a time like that, not too shabby. USP looking to try and do the same, I guess. But under a lot of pressure here. AK's just around this corner, looking to try and clear. Sprays in. Will fall without taking anyone down with it. I like the idea, though. Well, Salo with this Zeus just around the corner, but again, no cigar.
There we go. Gone. Maybe able to find a pick, but Hugh, SCZ, come on, you've been a big gun. You're the last player standing. What can you do with it? Nothing. Okay, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Again, back to back. Not the best setup here for these two teams. And now looking at this, it's double digits on the board on Agency's map pick on Ancient for Na'Vi. Na'Vi, knows what they're about to do on Mirage. And EMJ, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of worried for Agency here as their buy. Yeah, it's not the best. 4 FAMASs and an op.
Honestly, even if they completely crumble here and they lose this round and they lose the game, they've done better than I expected. They've actually done better than Ents Academy did, which is fairly impressive. So I think, you know, the pressure isn't on so much here for Agency going into the series as a whole. And even though it is their map pick, and if they do want any chance at causing some major upset, they do have to win it. There's something to be said for just the performance they've given so far.
Yeah, definitely a pat on their backs right here, right now. If we can get some W's in the chat for Agency getting 7 rounds, that'd be great. But now let's get into this round. It's again going to be another default here by Na'Vi, but a very aggressive one by Frozik's positioning. No one anticipates that there's going to be a T right around the corner here, and Frozik's going to be pushing on up. But look at that, Pug, great position, very counterplayed there, and now Gong op in hand, 2 AKs for the side of Na'Vi. What can you fight against? Ooh, what a shot! So clean.
Well, in for the retake. Locked out by the smokes, though, so despite the fact they've got the man advantage, this is not going to be easy. They haven't got the AWP that... Not that you'd want it for a B-site retake, but... lacking on the firepower with the masses. Symmetry shows you why maybe you do want that sniper. He follows up with another. Grabeni. Same boat, taken care of. Still, the numbers leaning for the CTs. Not for long. Trades are good. Jugas just about slips the net, but still Tuxer will take him out. And he's got enough time on this defuse just about. So, Agency will make it 8. It's a very, very big round win.
Yeah, huge round win from them. Now, with that, they even pick up the op. This could be big. You can get that op back in your teammate's hand. You can maybe try to keep that momentum going, but the problem is that Na'Vi Jr. can still force buy. They can still fully purchase up all of the weaponry that's necessary. So you look over at Agency. Yes, they can go light armor, but people like Horsalo are going to be relying on MP9s. Not the best buy across the board, but still good enough to maybe hold their own. Na'Vi Jr. a little bit scared by this right now. Is going to be taking it incredibly slow. The only person actually making noise is Demon, who sits in a fire to spray through a box. Not ideal, but it does keep 3 players over by B distracted.
Very important stuff here. Gotta make this work, boys. Both flashed as they come out of mid, but nobody to take advantage, nobody to capitalize upon it. Just stuck behind this smoke. Probably taking a bit of damage, but nothing too substantial. Minute 10 on this clock. They're going to get up onto shelf. They're going to try and play him for B. It's only Gong to defend, but he has got an AWP and he's on a decent angle for it. At what point does he start calling for the support from his teammates? I think it's going to be right here. When they clear out middle, they realize it's empty and they know what's up.
They've got this. If they know what's up, they have to push in. Smoke covering just enough. The bomb planted soon. Right now it's up to Demon to get that bomb down. It will be planted here for the main location, which is beautifully defended right now by Symmetry. And Gone grabs Kavreni, but the trades come through immediately. Juga's just keeping it real, getting a triple kill down. Now it's just players on the flank. It's up to Symmetry, but they know they're already pushed in. The call-out's been made. One player, Tuxa, too low to go for, is saving, and Horsalo is just trying to stay near here for anybody who gets too aggressive. But at the end of the day, Na'Vi Jr. is guaranteed to be taking this round. Horsalo realizing if my teammate's saving, I should do the same. I just found an AK. He has to get past Symmetry. And I think Symmetry's just going to hold it. Oh!
Doesn't need to... Oh, okay.
Terrorists win.
I was going to say, yeah, he doesn't really need to move. He was healthy enough that the bomb wouldn't have touched him. Well, it would have touched him, it wouldn't have killed him, but... They still win it, but again, it's another round that comes close, and they're calling attack pause here because they feel like they need them, right? They actually feel like they need them, which is really surprising. We are yet to see Na'Vi Jr. in a situation like this in this tournament. Beyond that game against Copenhagen Wolves that went to double OT, this is actually the most that they've been challenged in any of their recent maps. Again, the first Copenhagen Wolves game went 13-0. Okay, the second one was the double OT, but then after that, it was back-to-back 13-2s against Permitter, very one-sided stuff against Ens Academy earlier on as well. So this is a bit of a new look for Na'Vi Junior, sort of taking a very cautious approach, a very scared approach, and actually constantly calling these tack pauses as well, which is something that we just haven't seen from them at all in this tournament. We didn't really see it in that first series either. Good damage dealt through the wall early on. The spam's brilliant. Is Krabeni going to be caught with his pants down, though? The answer's yes. So man advantage will go the way of the CTs.
Wow. And now these players are looking a little bit worse for wear, but oh, come on, Symmetry. You can't just keep getting allowed to walk on up with an op in hand. Might be able to find a pick here. He's just double scoped in, just walking through mid. That's crazy. I love it. But let's see if he can keep it going. Right now, you do have Symmetry wanting to get themselves in a position of flank. I like the fact that Spray is watching this from so far. The problem is he's up against an op. Second he hears that shot, he is not re-peeking. B now trapped 3 players. And look at this donut. CT's pushing out into mid, trying to flank the non-existent plays. And for some reason, A-Site is free now. It's going to be a 5v4 retake. And Gong has to make some impact here.
Yeah, he absolutely does. With the bomb going down, though, it doesn't look like he's really in any position to deny it. They still have a man advantage, so he's just sort of keeping things even, or at least in their favour until his teammates arrive. The issue is that Horsalo's just instantly been taken care of. AK spamming away, lots of damage dealt. Finally, Sprayson will take one back for that molly. There's a whole lot more plaguing than I think Na'Vi Junior even realised. Spray's going to jump on that. Well, no, in fact, it's Tuxer on the defuse. It's Spray that was stuck into Temple. There was nothing he could do. There's a fire in front of him, but they deny that defuse regardless. Na'Vi Junior on to 12. And Agency, I mean, again, really keep that one fairly close, but 4 in a row now needed to take us to overtime, and they've only got 2k in the bank to try and do so.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, not an ideal round here for them. They are going up with practically nothing. The skin on their backs is all they have. They don't even got a shirt to wear, but they managed to get one. That's pretty solid, but we still see some damage coming through. The flanks are coming, but they are running, and that is going to be Frostic on the triple kill, leaving us with 1 left to keep them in the game. Puig, it's up to you to make it count, but will you be able to? That's the real question. Deagle in hand, 1v4 against Na'Vi, fully kitted. I think we know the answer how this is going to go.
Yeah, I think we definitely do. I'd love to have high hopes for Puig that he can do something crazy, but this feels like a lost cause. And he does find himself one head. Krabeni unsuspecting, but that is now going to be the cue that he's coming in from cave, and all eyes will be on him right now. Even a slow burner flank as an insurance policy in case he does get anything too crazy done here. And Demon's going to be able to finish off the job. So fantastic stuff from Na'Vi Junior. Again, they were really tested. That actually wasn't the cleanest of victories from what we've seen here from this side over recent matches and recent days. But they still get it over the line.
Yeah, absolutely great job there. An amazing amount of fight that they put up. But with that being the victory, going map 1 to Na'Vi Junior, map 2 is coming up next. It's Mirage. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy. Checks it along, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue white on one, blue white on two. What was that? Blue white! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Indeed, pushing in through here aggressively. On the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one. Checks it to the left side and now takes them all. Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. Kenny Klein, that's the one on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What Lampada? What was that? What is that? What just happened?
And welcome back, everybody, to the Na'Vi versus Agency Clan game. Looks like we are ready to get this ball rolling. Actually, we are waiting for one player on each team in this load phase right now. So as we wait for this one player, let's talk about the map of Mirage. Let's talk about it being Na'Vi's map pick and what it can offer in this best of 3. My name is Edu. I'm joined by NMJ. Jake, how are we feeling right now?
I'm feeling alright. I think it's a pretty interesting map pick, to be honest, because we often see Na'Vi Junior actually opt for Anubis. We have done in their last 2 best of 3s. In fact, sorry, last 3 best of 3s that we've seen here in the tournament. So it is a bit of a curveball to see a Mirage pick, but considering they did so well against Ents Academy on it earlier on today, it does sort of make sense, and they've been given the luxury of actually having Anubis as that 3rd decider anyway. So yeah, there's it's a bit of an interesting pick, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here as well. I mean, we just have the teams now pick where they're going to be going. Looks like Na'Vi Junior is going to be starting on the T side, and Agency Clan is going to be starting on the CT side. So once we get that adjusted, we should be all good here. Now, Na'Vi, they had a 13-5 half last time we saw this. So looking at this game, or not half, but 13-5 game 1 in our last best of 3 series, I want to see if they're going to be able to pull off that same tactic here. I do enjoy the fact that Agency Clan is setting themselves up for a pretty aggressive B hold. Oh, nice.
Okay, well, Salah actually getting the ball rolling with the first pick there. Gong's going to follow up with another. Well, an advantage here for the CTs, but surely they will be eventually overwhelmed. Puig, that's a massive kill to find. And now they have actually got a foot in the door here on the retake.
Yeah, decent foot. Now, 2 down. They haven't even gotten the bomb plant, but the Glock long-range weapon, yeah, not so much. You're going to have to rely on just sticking it down. Love that we're seeing the angle switch here, but Puig needs to find some more, but they have to take their time. They know that they have some players rotating over. They can isolate the player on Cat if possible. There is a lot of damage taken so far. Tuxa only at 3 HP, but look at that. Puig's getting down. Frozik able to get the pick down. Now we're seeing spray from Cat pushing right on up. Tux is going to be able to execute one. And there's another for Kreveni. And spray can't do it. Kreveni wins the round. And that is Na'Vi taking the pistol round for the first time in this best of 3.
Wow, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Hefty stuff, right? Hefty stuff. Very, very clean from Na'Vi. And Yeah, with the first on the board. Rifles out. Triple Galils, 2 AKs, not really taking any chances. They're aware of the fact there's actually a decent chance Agency would be on a force buy here for the side. 4 kills is pretty much as close as it gets. Jukas.
Terrorists win.
Well, AWP comes straight out from Gong. It's a glass cannon as well, so a bit of a wild one. Depends where he plays it. So far, leading over towards mid-window. So, yeah, I guess if you're playing window, then you can somewhat justify not having that Kevlar, but he does need to be very quick to the trigger. Spray's going to press up behind this smoke. Seeing if he can catch anybody off guard. It won't be the case. No one's home, but that's valuable information in itself. Snarvy Jr. about to go for the A execution.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with our lag, you can sort of see it, but at the end of the day, like, that is not a spray. That is not a gunfight you should be losing. That gets so messy. Agency obviously just capitalizing off of that mistake. Yeah, bearing in mind that the bomb's down, they're in this post plant, like, they're overcomplicating things at TAF. They're taking these risks, you know. It's a real shame. Either way, enough money to go for another investment here for Navi Jr. On the other side, of course, guns are out. Couple of rifles, AWP, that's saved from the last. Grabeni does still find first blood. Yeah, it's taking a lot of space. And it's being given to them. This is kind of the worrying aspect to this. The Buick's alone on the B-bomb site. They're already all the way up short. So difficult to defend. He's just kind of hoping he can take one down as they emerge from the apartments. But, yeah, they've left that B-bomb site just desperately under-defended. And the second they lose that mid-control and they have the info that this player's sending up Cat, they need to be way snappier on those rotations. Without it, it all just sort of falls apart. And Navi Jr., or at least Krabeni, not really showing any mercy here. He's already on the hunt.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, they are sort of pulling away from the pack a little bit. It's nothing too crazy, right? It's still being kept quite contentious for Agency. They did a great job at holding on to those rifles as well. Had they have lost those guns, they'd be in a much, much tougher spot here. But they do still remain in a reasonably comfortable economic spot. They've got a bit of equity in this round as they come in with the 4 rifles. The AWP Spray's got that AK-47 as well, so a little bit of extra firepower on his individual side of things. Here comes the execute onto the A site.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, back to the KC server for you, my friend. I'm so sad that I don't know how much you used to sort of have to do with old Counter-Strike community and, you know, back in CSGO before Panorama UI and even way before that, before they killed all the community servers. It used to be so good. Like, just honestly, I would play far, far more, and I'm talking like tenfold, right? Spend way more hours on these community servers doing mini games and B-Hop and KZ and Surf, and even like trading servers and things like that used to be booming before we had trade bots and like out the wazoo. You go onto like a trade server and you'd have people like screaming down the mic, "I've got a bayonet fade, who wants to trade with me?" And then you'd go into a trade room with them and you'd like drop each other your knife and you'd go, "Oh man, I miss all of that stuff, I miss all of that stuff." Oh wow. You got a cool voice for it. Oh, we might see one eventually. There you go, but not a fair deal. Alfie Jr. absolutely stomping down right now. I mean, it is just pistols and armor on a couple of these boys, but still very clean with it. Demon with the triple. Navi Jr. with the 5th round. They're looking fierce. Very, very fierce. It's rounds like that that really do sort of knock the wind out of you a little bit. You're sat there going, wow, okay, well, we've had some close ones. We've been giving you a bit of respect. And then Navi Jr. just sent it down middle and just pop heads.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh. Yeah, all right, so, yeah, another round that's going to go in the favour of Navi Jr. Obviously, the safe call was made quite some time ago, but we were still seeing gunfights taking place. Krabeni was not really willing to actually sort of give up the pursuit of further kills. Eventually, dead. So 6 on the board for Navi Jr. Off to just a flying lead here on Mirage. And, you know, it's Krabeni, the MVP of that round. He's really, really stepping up to the plate in these last couple. He's sat on 8 kills. That doesn't seem like a crazy number, but considering he'd had a little bit of a slow start, he's been very, very explosive in these last 2. And Agency are taking a quick tack pause. They recognise that it's getting a little out of hand here, so they do need to make sure that they start pulling this back in their favour. it doesn't feel like they've gone for anything too different here either, you know? I mean, they're not so aggressively fighting this mid control as they have been in the past, or at least in that last round, but ultimately the timeout might have just been a little bit of a pep talk rather than any kind of change in play style. Krabenic up into the ladder room, not going to spot Sprays in, who is tucked around the corner and tucked behind the smoke. As it starts to fade, he might try to play for a bit of info. That could be his demise, but for now, it's just going to hear Demon stomping around underneath that window. 50 seconds. Yeah, it needs to be tapping in these digits. You've got to pray that it's not denied. And to be honest, they are lucky. They are lucky that Spray wasn't able to creep out and actually deny that plant, because then he'd just be playing for his life to win the round, and no one was really in position to actually wrap CT and kill him there. So Na'Vi Jr. get away with that, and they keep 3 players alive, but I don't think they necessarily realise how close that could have been. 7-1. Numbers just keep going in their favour, but yeah, as I say, agency in certain scenarios actually keeping it reasonably tight.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh. Okay, the start of maybe something. Flashbang over the top, swaps out to the rifle, and nah. It's the start of a save call. It's the right move. It's absolutely the right move to go for there, but not the fun move, is it?
Terrorists win.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nine rounds potentially imminent here for Na'Vi Jr. Frozik. Does he hit the transfer? He does. Oh, it's actually really clean. And yeah, and this is it. This is Na'Vi Jr. at their best. This is where they just run at you and smash your head in. I mean, I like it, right? Try something new. Obviously, what's going on right now hasn't been working, but... Oh, the AWP fires off the shot, doesn't connect it. Trade is half decent. Minute 30 on this clock, already into a 4-on-4. But mid-control on the menu once again here for Na'Vi Jr. as they just press forward. AWP maybe wanting to boost in. Yeah, no one's home. A good bit of info. A 2-2 split defense. The man advantage, as you say, for this CT side, and a bit of a stack up on this Alpha Bomb site. Chugas working his way out. Does he expect one on default? The answer's no. Demon's going to get a bullet to the side of the head, as will Symmetry. And Tuxa will follow up with another. That is a very good round from Agency.
They're doing all right. Everything's looking pretty clean from these two teams, and overall, it's been looking not too shabby. You look on over at Agency Clan, and they have so much potent power for them to really be dealing with. Na'Vi Jr. now, in the last round before the half, still being able to full buy here. Should be able to connect a few shots, but anything could be going on now. And I gotta say, Agency, if they could just get it to 9-3, might be able to get a few more rounds, similar to how they did in the last game. But Horsalo grabbing Krabeni is huge. Absolutely beautiful.
AWP behind the smoke. Frozik does emerge, but an instant trade. Gonk. Yeah, just trying to sort of overextend a little bit there. And his Jugas will be traded right back. And actually, Agency, they're putting together this third very comfortably. Horsalo just jumping out of the window through the smoke. Batman mode and pulls it together. So, you know, not a bad little recovery from Agency at the end there, considering they were 9-1 down. It definitely could have been worse. And bizarrely, when you look at the scoreboard, considering it's 9-3, the deficit in terms of the kills isn't actually that great, right? You look at the top of the T side, it's like 11-10 frags. You look at the top of the CT side, it's 9 on Horsalo and Tuxa. So, yeah, both teams have actually been finding the frags and have been hitting their shots. It's just Na'Vi Jr. often coming out on top, and an Agency in many situations have been forced to save.
Yeah, we saw more saves than we saw rounds one, for sure, coming out here from Agency Clan, and that's a disappointing reality. But, you know, going into our next half, going into the final half, if Na'Vi can just win 4 rounds, going into Mirage here, there's a lot of deep breaths you're going to have to take, because Agency Clan, they are rocking up with just Glocks, not a single pistol upgrade, so they're really relying on the armor and the utility to get them onto this point. Will they be strong enough with that armor to even survive the dually barrage that was about to come through from Jugs? But who knows? Smokes are being thrown, and it's time to get onto this site. Pistol round, though, usually favors Agency.
Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Trades back and forth. Krabeni doesn't take one before he falls, but Demon's able to double up. And that is going to make it doable for Symmetry. As he comes up from the CT spawn, dead silent, bomb tap. Tuxa has either got a bad read or bad info, but either way, it doesn't matter. And yeah, just cruel. Rubbing salt in the wound, a bit of BM. It's well played from Symmetry.
That's some scary stuff. Now, double digits right off a pistol round. We know it. We love it. It's what happens during 9-3. The odds of winning incredibly low for Agency Clan, but they are going to force up a decent amount. A MAC-10 goes over to spray pistols for the rest of the team, but these ain't no ordinary pistols. Tech 9s and Deagles. Now, let's see if they can do it. Of course, decent angle to maybe find a few, but we do look over at Agency, who's focused on mid and B. And Symmetry goes aggro. does a lot of damage and has their teammate to back him up, and they all come through. But what a dig shot! Gets one, and there's a second for Horsalo, but Horsalo has to now make a big impact here. No found new guns. Pug very low, and this could be it. But you look on over, Navi Jr. still has weapon advantage, life advantage.
Just 2 pistols. You might be able to get the timing. Oh no. Here's Grabeni, spots him, but can't pull the trigger quick enough. Flashbang in. He's now got his teammate to join him on the catwalk. As the smoke goes down, look at this triangle defense that Navi Jr. have got right now. They've got one pushed aggressive into ramp, but the other two bounced between short and window. And the A ramp player is going to fall back as well as hold top con. They know exactly where this final man is. And whilst he does find one, Frozik's able to aggress and shut him right back. So 11 on the board here for Navi Jr. as they draw 2 away from the finish line. That magic number 13 to close out another series 2-0. Yet to drop a map here in the Apollo series phase 2.
Wow. I mean, Navi Jr., just a solid team. They have quite the skills. They know what they're doing. And now you have Frozik doing what Gong attempted to get real aggro up in cap. But this time, there is an agency clan to slow him down. Demon spraying through, grabs one. Frozik gets one. Frozik spray transfers, gets the second. Now Spray is here as the last player standing. Tech9 in hand. Can they clutch it? The answer is no. They can't get anything out of it. And that's going to be match point advantage. Or match advantage point, call it a map, because Navi Jr. only needs one more to win this game.
One of the next 9, by the way, so I don't think there's too much pressure on them just yet. They're going to be sat back, relaxed. No change of strategy, no change of game plan. Everything's going well. They just need one more of the same to finish this off, and it is going to be a flashbang into middle to sort of stunt that aggression. They're not actually going to press forward any further. In the meantime, a lot of space gained out on the A site for Krabeni. Oh, he's in such a good position. He triples it up. All 3 kills go his way. And that might just be it here for Agency.
Wow, yeah, this is definitely it. I mean, yeah, we can see Puig maybe getting another kill, but with 2 players swinging them, it's over. That's Navi. Round winner, game winner, map winner, match winner. So Navi Jr. undefeated, moving into here with such amazing, potent power. And what is next? So M&J, I gotta say, it's been really fun to cast with you. I know we've had quite a bit of tech issues, but do you have any issues or any concerns or any notes for these teams after we watched Navi beat both of them?
I don't know. Not really. Obviously, there's only actually one team from the group that gets knocked out, right? The rest go to playoffs regardless. It's just whether or not you're a high seed or a low seed. Navi Jr. have solidified themselves as the top of the group. They will be going through high seed. And Agency have still got a chance to fight their way out. Now, they've got a game against Permitta. They've got a game against Copenhagen Wolves. Even though they're the lowest seed in the group and in the tournament as a whole, I think they've got what it takes to maybe beat one of those 2 teams. But we'll have to wait and see. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see some kind of upset out of them because they have been pretty decent. But yeah, it's Navi Jr. you're playing against. And as we say, they're the best in the tournament. And they've definitely proved that today.
Absolutely. And with them proving that, that means that our stream for the day is over. Catch us tomorrow for even more Apollo Series 1 Phase 2. We'll see you guys next time.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, Click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy checks it long, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue white on one, blue white on two. What was that? Blue white! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Indeed, pushing in through here aggressively. Pawns the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one. Checks to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. Kenny Klein, that's who won on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What? Lampada! What was that? What is that? What just happened?